you all could join us for music and laughs and fun. We'll wake you and entertain you. Yeah, we're gonna get it done. Get up and get dressed. Go have your breakfast. We'll make it the best morning that you ever had. Good morning!
The Morning Show with Mr. G and Paul Stone.
Bring it on down.
Take me home, Daddy. But how sad of a song. One less one less egg to fry. He's gone.
Just one egg.
She don't have to pick up after him no more. His butt is gone.
Uh-huh.
She should be happy, but all she does is cry. Well, cook 2 eggs.
But all I do is cry.
You know the reason I'm doing this?
I do. Ooh, this is one of their best.
They're coming to town.
Shuffle.
Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr. I don't know what I called them before.
And you surrey. Come on and surrey.
I mean, Paul, they had so many hits, man. I mean,
Up, and... I wonder where they're going to be next, G.
Well, on the phone with me is the lovely and talented Ann Satterley. She could tell us. Hey, Ann, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. G. You got
What?
me tickled about the one egg.
Well, I mean, come on, just make a couple eggs and be done with it. But yeah, they're coming to the lovely Sunrise Theater, Ann.
They are on Saturday night, and we still have tickets available.
Oh, you're kidding me?
Oh, no.
That's
we
not
have
sold
tickets
out?
available.
The heck
Not
is wrong with
sold
these
out.
people?
I don't know. I guess they've got other things going on, or they haven't even thought about it yet. But anyway, we've got tickets available for Saturday night, 8 p.m. It's going to be a wonderful show. And we also have Comedy Corner. And then the following night, we have Air Supply on Sunday evening. Tickets are still available there, too.
I'm all out of love. I can't be without. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on, Ann. I'm sorry. Didn't
Yeah,
mean-
so it's going to be a real tear-jerker weekend. One egg and no love, and I don't know what else.
Well, it's going to be very romantical.
It will. It will be.
You like
so,
that, Paul?
I do.
Well, up and away, a musical fable, they're calling it, starring Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis Jr., and, of course, Air Supply. I mean, come on, man. When's the last time somebody said, this is 80s stuff here?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, this is great. So it's going to be a wonderful weekend, and if it's kind of rainy and gloomy like it's been all week, more reason to come out on an evening and have a great time.
Oh, and speaking of a great time, we want to thank you for the Ron White tickets that we saw last week.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. Did you like the show?
We liked the show, and and we liked prior to the show too. We had some drinks, and we came and hung out in the lounge and all that good stuff.
Very good.
And it was just a nice Friday night, a nice time out on the town in downtown Fort Pierce.
The funny thing was, all the guys behind the bar had the same last name.
Yeah, everybody at the bar related. Their last name was Volunteer.
Oh, wow.
And we're like, well,
That's pretty
It
interesting,
was
I
John
thought.
Volunteer,
Yeah.
Mary Volunteer, so-and-so Volunteer. I was like, well, were y'all married?
Yeah, well, it was a big family.
Yeah, but it's a nice time. I mean, and I, as you mentioned when I asked you this the last time, you said that lounge area has been available for a very long time, and I didn't know about it until.
Oh, absolutely.
And so,
Yeah,
folks, let them know how to do it. They just when you walk in, and instead of hanging out in the lobby, just go up to the lounge.
Yes, go upstairs, take the elevator, or take the steps up, and there's a second bar in there. In fact, that's the old historic bar from the Tarpon Saloon,
Oh, okay.
as a matter of fact. Anyway, long story short,
Yeah.
go in there, you can get a drink at the second bar on the second floor, and go out just to you're going to walk towards the water to the east, and there's a open area with windows that looks down over 2nd Street.
Mm-hmm.
And there's sofas in there and a piano if you want to play. I guess you could play.
Well, sure.
And just hang out till the show begins.
Now,
And, a lot of folks don't realize that you can come into the theater an hour before any performance. You just can't go into the auditorium
Well, that's
for
right,
like
yeah.
30 minutes. So you've got, 30 minutes to kind of sit and relax.
Mm-hmm.
Longer, once the doors open to the theater, people will kind of move out. So then you can, maybe have the place to yourself.
Yeah, it's a nice space. It certainly is. And I'm noticing here that's Kenny Rogers' final world tour.
That's it.
You're going to get a chance to see Kenny Rogers probably for the last time ever live.
Yeah. Once and only. Yep. Going soon. So he's going to be here on the following Saturday, the 21st.
You got to know when the photo. And then we mentioned this, too, because Paul and I talked about it off air even. Johnny Mathis. Come on, Paul.
Yeah, Johnny Mathis. That's going to be a great show. I mean, they're all great. You know, it depends on what you like. And sometimes it might be something kind of odd that you don't know what exactly it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Artrageous show that we have coming up on January 25th. And
so now that's that interactive thing, right?
Yeah. They have people in the audience to participate, and they go up stage, and they're actually painting these huge canvases during the show. And it's lights and music, and it's just really exciting and fun. You never know what's going to happen. So.
Yeah, that's very cool. Artrageous, an interactive art and musical experience, and then the what is it? The Art Mundo and Center for Creative Expression and the A.E. Backus Museum is sponsoring that. Yeah,
right. They're co-sponsoring with us, so yeah, we're really excited about that show. So you just never know. We try to get something for everyone, and throughout the season, we'll still be adding some more shows. I know we've got some cooking on the back burner right now.
Spinning wheels. Got to go. I mean, come on. We were talking about this one, too, with Bo Bice. I guess it joins Blood, Sweat, and Tears. And Bo Bice, he won, I don't know if he won American Idol one year. Well, wait a minute. I know he was on American Idol. Was he the...
I don't know if he won or not. I know he, like you said, he was on there.
He certainly was, and I can imagine him doing the leads on some of those Blood, Sweat, and Tears songs and Art Garfunkel. I mean, John knows everybody in this industry, doesn't he?
He knows, he has some, let's just say he's connected.
You better believe it. He is connected. We'll make you a deal you can't refuse. But yeah, some great stuff happening at the Sunrise Theater, folks. Go to the website, sunrisetheater.com, and just browse. Hit coming soon. And then you'll see all the great acts that are coming. You can click on the links, and if you don't know perhaps a particular comedian, you don't know who they are and what they're about, click on the link. It'll tell you to give you a little sample of their work and all that good stuff. And feel free to call the box office, and they're open for you, 10 a.m. to 4. You can call them at 772-461-4775. The beautiful Sunrise Theater, downtown Fort Pierce. Again, we had a great time last Friday down
Yeah, we're
there.
darn lucky to have such a theater.
Well, I know. And we made it a whole night. We went down there like 2 hours early and just hung out in downtown before even going to the theater.
Almost 8.
That's great.
We almost 8.
Well, yeah, you know what? And it's funny because the plan was to get some drinks and dinner. We
Right.
sat around drinking and talking, and it was time for us to eat. It was 6 o'clock. We didn't have time to eat. We had to go down to the theater.
I know. And we also had Friday Fest going on, too. So
Oh, yeah.
Downtown was just wild and crazy.
Friday night was on fire. Well, Ann, thank you so much again. We certainly appreciate
My
talking
pleasure.
with you on Tuesdays, and we look forward to it for next week.
Okay, sounds good. See you this weekend at
All
the
right.
Sunrise.
You got it. And Saturday at the Sunrise Theater and some great shows at Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis
So
Jr.
fortunate,
this weekend.
really. And so many towns don't have that kind of music. Travel, get on in your car, and drive a long way to see a good theater presentation.
I know,
It's
because
very good.
we're not Miami.
No,
We're not Fort Lauderdale. We're not even West Palm Beach, but we got all this.
That's right.
Take advantage of it, folks. Believe me, take advantage of it.
Good morning. It's 8:21 now, 58 degrees. Time for the news in 1590 WPSL, the talk of the Treasure Coast, along with our news partners at CBS News Channel 12, the Florida News Network, and TC Palm.
How many can you eat?
Maybe some people can put them down, you know.
You mean to tell me people can eat more than 3 stacks of pancakes?
I don't know. I may, like I say, 3 for, I maybe can
It's
work
bread.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of syrup and butter and, some
And
bacon. What if they got bacon on the side, don't they, Robbie?
Well, now who orders pancakes without the other stuff?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, I got to have the eggs and the bacon to go with it.
Big glass of cold milk, yeah.
You notice how even if they give you 3 stacks of pancakes, the butter is always on the top one.
Yeah, I got to butter all of them. I got to
Wouldn't you rather them just put butter on each one, put a butter on that one and put a pancake on top of that, and then put a butter on that and put a pancake on top of that one?
And please, waitress, bring me more than 1 pat of butter. And of course, they're hard. The butter is hard as a rock. It tears apart your pancakes. I mean,
Boy, I tell
there's
you,
certain etiquette with pancakes, G.
we are certainly not good
Yeah, we are
spokespeople for
choosy.
IHOP, are we?
We are choosy.
Well, we'll send a person over anyway to take your order for advertising.
Well, as you can hear from the background, Mr. G's playing some great Greek music because it's the weekend for the Port St. Lucie Greek Festival. Our guest this morning from the St. James Orthodox Church, Dean Svikos. How are you, Dean?
Hey, good to be here. Kalimera, Treasure Coast.
Good morning to you, too. Well, it's great to have you down here. You brought some wonderful food along. I mean, some with souvlaki, the dessert.
Oh, baklava.
Baklava with the honey and the nuts and various layers of phyllo.
50 layers of sin with delectable cinnamon oil. I mean, it's just butter. I have to say, the ladies, the men there at the church have been baking nonstop. The aroma roller coaster coming out of the kitchens this whole week has just been incredible.
Well, listen, we are happy about one thing that you didn't do. You didn't bring along any ouzo, and for that I am personally happy.
We talked about that earlier this morning.
We did. Well, tell us, Dean, tell us what's happening this weekend, where and what, and tell us all about what's going on.
It's our third annual Port St. Lucie Greek Festival, and we're up on Aroso Boulevard, diagonally across from our neighbors at City Hall, next to the community center. So if you're coming up in that way, easy to get off the turnpike and coming up and down Port St. Lucie Boulevard. Free parking, free admission. So we, unlike other festivals, park your car, walk right across the street, and come on in.
And come hungry, because it
yes.
looks like you've got a great lot of food there, and you got so much going on. You got cash raffles, big screen TV giveaways, kids games. I mean, even a bar, Russian drinks.
The Russian beer, the Russian vodka. If you're daring enough, we have the vodka luge. We put it on an ice sculpture. Give you a shot, and it travels down the ice sculpture, and you grab it at the end, and believe me, it goes down cold, and it hits your stomach like an atomic bomb. But you will love it. And the food, I tell everyone, come with your friends. Have your friend buy one of the entrees, maybe lamb chops. This year we're going to have the fish dinner. Nice white flake haddock. Our chef, Mark Zolo from the Cornerstone Bistro, is heading up all our cooking.
Fantastic.
And with him having, a 5-star restaurant, we can't go wrong. So definitely we have the gyros, we have the chicken pitas, we have lamb chops, pastizo, which is like a macaroni casserole, and of course hundreds of pastries to just enjoy. This year what we're doing is if you buy $15 or more of pastries, like a box of pastries, we're giving away free balloons to the kids.
Oh, fantastic.
So
That's
buy your
great.
pastries and take home balloons. We got the bounce house for the kids, and of course the Alada Band.
I was going to say, what about the live entertainment?
They just finished up the big Epiphany celebration of the Blessing of the Waters over in Tarpon Springs. So this is an authentic Greek band coming over from Tarpon Springs to play for the second year here. They will be there throughout all 3 days, live music, as will be the St. Catherine's Grecian Odyssey dancers. They're from our neighboring Greek church up the road in Melbourne. They come down, the youth dancers, in the traditional Greek costumes, and you can't help but clap your hands, stamp your feet, raise your glass. We yell Yamas, which is to our health.
Opa.
So Opa and Yamas, and it's high-spirited, and everyone just enjoys the atmosphere.
This all begins, by the way, Friday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 7 p.m., January 13, 14, and 15. Live music, Greek food, dancing. I tell you what, Steve, tell us how to wrap it up here. What else you think you might want to pass along to our folks before they get down there tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow morning?
Definitely come on in if you haven't tried the Greek food and your friends might be Greek or you know someone who's Greek. Come on in and just it's just an explosion of taste and atmosphere. You don't have to go to Greece. Yep, stay on the Treasure Coast. We're here for you. Come on into the church. Father Maximus Urbanowitz, our pastor, will give you a free tour to show you what the Greek Christian Orthodox Church, and we have the OCA Church, which is the Orthodox Church of America. So we have the Russian, the Slavonic, and Greek, and he will explain and show you. We're in our third, going on our fourth phase of our whole interior design. So we have this beautiful iconography that is done, hand-carved wood by Father Minas, a monk here in the United States, and hand-painted icons by our Russian artist, Dmitry, who basically laid on his back like Michelangelo did and painted our dome just a year ago.
Huh.
So
now, for the families that have children, what have you got going for the kids?
The bounce house. We've got 4 big bounce houses out there. Get a wristband, pay for that. You could bounce and jump around all day. We've got popcorn, cotton candy, the Italian ice, hamburgers, hot dogs.
The old standards,
the old standards for the kids. Mom, I don't want to try the Greek foods, but let Mom and Dad enjoy those. And I would say definitely be safe. You're traveling with a group and really want to party, have a designated driver. Come in and just go all out. And we call it's keffi time. Keffi is a party. So come on out, have an incredible keffi. Enjoy the Greek atmosphere.
It looks like somebody's going to be walking away with a big screen TV where they guess the number of Greek olives in the jar at the front.
Yeah, it's incredible, incredible. I mean, they have people that actually, almost a three-way tie last
And
night.
cash raffles. First prize $500, second $250, and third prize $100. Well, Steve, I should say, Dean, thank you so much for coming today.
Oh, my pleasure.
Once again, the Greek Festival, Port St. Lucie. That'll happen at Friday, 11 a.m. beginning, and Saturday and Sunday running up till 7 p.m. on Sunday evening. That's this weekend. Thanks again for coming, Dean, and good luck.
Yassas.
The Morning Show with Mr. G and Paul Stone. The talk of the Treasure Coast. 1590 WPSL.
Paul, I've got a story here. A maid of honor punches a wedding guest and then tries to steal the best man's car. You think liquor had anything to do with
I'm
that?
thinking overserved, I'm thinking.
I mean, it's near Punta Gorda, Florida. This stuff always happens in Florida. David and Jennifer Butler, not at my weddings, though, never. Jennifer's maid of honor, 35-year-old friend, immediately got hammered, and this happens a lot at weddings. She started chugging a bottle of Fireball and was already drunk about 20 minutes in. Then she started asking for people's keys, grabbed the best man's keys out of his pocket, and tried to drive off in his car. Why do drunk people think they can drive? Because they're drunk.
That's exactly right.
Anyway, she started asking for people's keys. She almost hit him in the parking lot while she was backing up. Then he hung onto the door. He got dragged to the parking lot. He had to pull the emergency brake to stop her. Other guests had to wrestle her out of the car. Then she went back into the reception, started chugging a bottle of Captain Morgan. I think she's drinking the good stuff.
I think
man.
divorce court was coming up pretty soon.
And then she punched the guy in the face. When the cops got there, she pretended to have a seizure. So they took her to the hospital where she exposed herself, attacked two MTs, and kicked over a bedpan. It turns out she's been arrested at least 8 other times and was on probation. She's been charged with battery, larceny, grand theft auto, and Jennifer says they're not friends anymore.
Yeah, good
You
luck.
think?
Good
She
luck.
ruined your wedding.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, alcohol and weddings, they don't mix, Paul. They just don't.
They just don't. Well, thank you, G. Good morning. It's 8:16 now, 67 degrees. Time for the news from 1590 WPSL, the talk of the Treasure Coast, along with our news partners at CBS Channel 12, the Florida News Network, and TC Palm.
You know, texting really sucks sometimes.
Why is that, G?
Especially when the person that's doing the texting doesn't read it before they hit send. Okay, I just got a text here about Friday the 13th. Hey Jay, do you know? not G, Jay. So he obviously talked into this. This is one of those talking texts.
Sure.
Hey Jay, do you know how Friday the 13th got started? It was back in the days of the Gia. Whatever the heck that is. It was the starting in the days of the Templars.
Oh, the Catholic Church Templar, yeah.
Okay, now I happen to have the culprit on the line here with us now. Good morning, you on the radio. Hey there. And by the way, leave the texting to the experts.
The voice command on my phone.
Your voice command sucks.
That's right.
Leave the texting to the experts.
But you know who this is, and what I'm trying to say was it was back during the day of the Templars that they sent the troops out to kill every Templar and burn them at the stake. Not just kill them, burn them at the stake. And that was where the Friday the 13th originally from, because that was on Friday the 13th that the Pope sent them out to kill them all.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
The Pope had the Templars boy working for him.
How dark.
Yeah, they were supposed.
Are
They
you
were working for them,
Are
and
you-
then they.
Are you superstitious?
Am I superstitious?
Yeah.
Oh hell yes, gee, you know that.
Oh, you are? Well, wait a minute. Give me an example.
Well, when you come around, it's always good luck.
Oh, well, I like his
When
style.
you don't come around, it's bad luck.
Well, I like your style, buddy. All right. Well, thank you for that information there, and leave your voice texting. Turn that off.
That too.
Yeah, turn that thing off because
You know, some
or,
cars,
or at least look at it before you hit send.
some now in some cars, your text comes over the screen.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and you can read it back, but like you say, if you say the wrong word.
Well, I do it all the time. I mean, I text. I voice. That's when I usually voice text when I'm in my car because I can't. And I'll tell Siri, read that text back to me, and she'll
really?
read it.
Oh,
yeah.
really? Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Siri's good.
You got that same thing. You just don't use it.
I know.
Everybody has it. Just don't use it. All right, 8:23 now. Friday the 13th. Good luck.